So I just want to run through some options for at-home training if you actually have some weights. So whether you have a barbell, whether you have dumbbells or kettlebells, some of you have borrowed stuff off me, others already have equipment. So the best way to do it is, so the at-home program is specifically made and programmed for body weight movements. So in the case where you have equipment, what I suggest that you do is you change the first exercise of the day to the barbell movement. So for example, on the Monday where there's push-up, you'll change it to a barbell bench press, okay? Or a dumbbell bench press if that's what you have. On the Tuesday, for example, you put in a RDL there, so a barbell RDL instead of the single leg RDL. On the Wednesday where there's pistol squat, okay, an option would be to do a goblet squat or a back squat or a front squat. On the Thursday, instead of the handstand push-up or the nose to wall hold, you could do a press. So a barbell shoulder press or a dumbbell shoulder press or a kettlebell shoulder press, whatever sort of equipment you have. And then on the Friday, once again, you could either make the knee over toe lunge, for example, with added load, so with dumbbells or kettlebells by your side or with a barbell on your back, or you could do a barbell front squat or back squat. Now, what I suggest you do if you are changing exercises is first and foremost, like I just spoke you through, we want to change a lunge for another type of lunge or a squat. We want to change a where we're using our pressing muscles for another pressing muscle, another pressing exercise. So this is a little bit of education for you and a little bit of learning for you as well for some of you. In terms of your sets and reps, what I suggest that you do, if you do have a barbell or you do have equipment, is try and stay to the same sets and reps and tempo, okay, which is really important as we're following. Now, this means that your weights are going to be a lot lighter than what you have been doing at the Wild Movement, because there's a lot more time and attention on each movement. So for example, on the push-up day, if you're doing bench press, okay, it's slow down and it's a pause in the bottom position. So pausing just off the chest if you're doing barbell bench, and then up quick, slow down, pausing just off the chest. And there's a lot of different tempos in there to follow. So try and follow that as much as possible. And then all I suggest you do is click on change exercise and train heroic. Okay, change it to the exercise that you're doing, which is on the right-hand corner of the name of the exercise, a little dot, and then the drop-down menu, press change exercise, dumbbell bench press or whatever the movement is. And then all I want you to do is log your weights, okay, following that tempo. And then the next week you'll have that as a record and you'll know what number you're trying to beat, okay? Or it might be that we do more reps the next week, okay? I'll let you know. So hopefully that makes sense. Just a little of a bit of a rundown of how to swap those exercises on them as a main lift if you do have equipment. And then if you're swapping exercises at all further down the workout, like I said, you really want to try and swap muscle group for muscle group, okay? So if we're doing a pulling movement, okay, let's say you're doing let's say there's a towel row in there, which I've got in there on the Tuesday or the Monday session, I believe it is, but you've got a barbell at home, you can change that to a barbell row if you prefer, okay, bent over barbell row. So the main thing is that we try and keep the movements the same muscle group. So pulling ones, pulling, pressing, legs, and so on. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. I shall see you soon.